What's happening, party people, Facebook family? Hope you guys are having a terrific Tuesday. I wanted to tell you guys it's my birthday today. It's my birthday. All right, so I've got something really special for you today. This started back in 2006. We started a 21-day transformation program back in 2006 when I owned Trinity Fitness. This program has been around for a really, really long time, and I've been talking to a lot of people lately that have been trying intermittent fasting, and I don't think I know anybody, unless there's some crazy folks out there, but I don't know anybody that is really, really happy with long-term intermittent fasting. As a matter of fact, I don't really know anybody that likes to starve themselves at all. Now, I understand that you don't eat for X amount of hours and then you splurge in this whole area, this window of opportunity to get all your food in. But I don't know anybody that says, oh yeah, I love starving myself. Man, it's awesome. I wish I could just do it longer. Now, the trick and the key behind intermittent fasting is that it's supposed to be done for short periods of time. And a lot of time, most of the time, 90 to 95% of the time, it should be done by somebody that's suffering from chronic illness. Okay? So somebody that has diabetes, okay, could use intermittent fasting to regulate their blood sugar. Once they got back to below the diabetic stage where their blood sugar was regulated, their blood sugar was normal, okay, then they can get off intermittent fasting. It's only supposed to be done to help regulate blood sugar. Can it help with body fat loss? Yes. Can it help with weight loss? Yes. But it's supposed to help regulate your bodily functions, and then you move on to something else. You come back to it and you cycle through it later on, okay? We consume, as Americans, we consume so much food all the time. If you got control of that, you wouldn't need intermittent fasting, but we consume so much food all the time that intermittent fasting is good to the point where it helps your body kind of get rid of some of the stuff in there, helps use some of the stored stuff. But again, it's not supposed to be used on a long-term basis. I know people now that are going on 1, 2, and 3 years of intermittent fasting. Now here's the hang-ups of intermittent fasting. Most people, okay, you fast and then you splurge, and I'm not talking about on a daily basis. I understand that you fast for 10 hours or 15 hours or 18 hours, and then you get your food in a 6-hour window. But if you don't do intermittent fasting every single day correctly, without cheating at all, if you do intermittent fasting for 5 days and then all of a sudden you decide to introduce a whole bunch of carbohydrates, breads, pastas, cakes, candies, sugar, you're knocking out, you're negating everything that you've done for the last 5 days, 7 days, 10 days. So if you don't have the daily discipline in order to make it through a true intermittent fasting cycle, then intermittent fasting really isn't for you. You're dabbling and you're not getting it done. And I'm not harping on you. I'm just telling you that if you don't have that willpower, you don't have that mental toughness, you don't have the discipline in order to keep going and going and going, then you're no wonder you're not seeing the results, or you're seeing very little results. So what happens is we get this roller coaster effect, right? People are frustrated, they're confused, they don't understand. The other thing I've noticed with intermittent fasting is I will talk to 5 different people. I will ask them their window of opportunity, and I will get 5 different answers. There are real set intermittent fasting times of fasting and times of eating, but every trainer, every nutritionist in the world has now jumped on the bandwagon and is now creating their own versions of intermittent fasting for what it works for them, okay? Most intermittent fasting, you need to fast for 15, 18 hours, all right? And that, if you're fasting for 6 hours, I mean, if you go to bed at 8 o'clock and you get up at 4 o'clock, that's 6, 7 hours of fasting right there, okay? So there's a lot of problems with intermittent fasting. I go back and forth on liking it. And like I said, if you don't have chronic illness, then it's really not, it's not something that you need to do. And now a lot of people have now bought into the fact that if I can't do intermittent fasting, I'm never going to lose weight. That's wrong. Okay, that's a lie. Someone's lying to you, or you're lying to yourself. You can lose weight. I still have clients losing weight today on the programs and the nutrition plans that we put together for them, and you can eat a lot of food. So if you like to eat, raise your hand, comment below. I like to eat. Put it down below, and I'm going to move on and start telling you guys, sharing with you guys what we've done. Okay, so 2006, go back, we created a program called the 21-day. It was called Take 21-day transformation program, and it went off like gangbusters. It was only 21 days. It was for somebody that needed a basic baby step into nutrition, into fitness, into a program. We had 3 steps to that program. We had people that were brand new to fitness and nutrition, or maybe had fallen off before. We had folks that were fit at one time, and maybe life got in the way, and they've gotten a little bit out of shape. And then I also had some athletes that all noticed that they weren't really maximizing their performance anymore. They started slipping backwards, and this was also a good program for them. So we had 3 levels of our Take 21 program. Now, I am only going to cover tonight, I'm only going to cover one part of our nutrition that we would go through in week 3 of the program to help people manipulate carbohydrates, burn fat faster, okay, and get to the weight loss goal that they wanted to do. All right, so to go again back a little bit further, we have something that in Trinity Fitness I created. It's called the Rule of 3, okay? If you want a copy of this, I will give this to you. You can message me, private message me your email address, and I will send you a copy, okay? So the rule of 3 is a lean protein, a starchy carb, and a fibrous carb. Now, to most of you, that's grilled chicken, baked sweet potato, steamed broccoli. And if you eat that every single day, all day long, then you're going to be miserable, right? But if you notice, this is not a complete list, but this shows you a lot of what lean protein, starchy carb, and fibrous carb. Now, I understand it says the rule of 3. Now, we've also added vegetarian options for protein in here as well, because we do know we have a lot of vegetarians and some vegans. So we want to make sure that you guys are healthy too. So we show you a lot of vegetarian options if you don't use animal meat as your protein. Okay, so there are four rows, but there are 3 parts: lean protein, starchy carb, and fibrous carb. Now, you want to have a lean protein, starchy carb, and a fibrous carb with every meal. Okay, this is going to differ for people that are sitting at a desk versus somebody that is a triathlete or an endurance athlete. Okay, and I'm not going into the specifics or the details. You can go into MyFitnessPal and start tracking, and then we could help you figure out exactly the protein, exactly the carbohydrates, exactly. Fiber is going to stay the same for everybody. Little side note, real quick: if you are a female, you should have between 25 and 30 grams of fiber every single day. If you are male, you should have between 38 and 42 grams of fiber every single day, okay? The majority of Americans out there only get about 16 grams of fiber a day, and we wonder why our digestive tract is so screwed up, okay? Start adding the fiber in, all right? So, lean protein, starchy carb, fibrous carb with every single meal. So that could look like, for breakfast, that could look like eggs, spinach omelet with some mushrooms. You could throw in whole grain, not wheat, but whole grain toast if you wanted to throw that in there. And that would be your lean protein, starchy carb, and fibrous carb, okay? Or you could throw in grilled potatoes or hash browns, something like that. That would be your starchy carb, okay? Now, for lunch, you could have a salad. You could put a lot of different vegetables in there. You could put grilled chicken on there if you wanted to use chicken, or you could put salmon or some other type of fish on there for your protein. Remember that, starchy carbs, fibrous carbs are anything that you can put on salad minus corn and tomatoes. Corn and tomatoes are a starchy carb. So if you are going to have a salad and you're going to throw some corn on there, or you're going to throw some tomatoes on there, then you don't need anything else, because that's your starchy carb, okay? So remember that. Fibrous carbs are anything that you would put on a salad minus tomatoes and corn. Tomatoes and corn are both starchy carbs, okay? But there's a lot. This is a big list. Okay, now, if you are eating this on a regular basis and you have tackled the rule of 3 and you're getting in You want to eat every 3 to 3.5 hours. And again, if you're sitting at a desk, you don't need as many calories as somebody that is a peak performance athlete. But you need, and we could help you figure that out. Okay. Now, if you've mastered the rule of 3 and you're dialed in and you're noticing some results and you're like, hey, you know what? I'm noticing some results. My pants and my clothes are fitting looser. I'm feeling better. I have higher energy. I'm feeling good. I'm sleeping through the night. But I want to take it to the next level. This is where manipulating carbohydrates comes into play. And on week 3 of Take 21, this is where we introduce carbohydrate manipulation. All right. Now, again, this is a disclaimer. This is a little tiny type at the bottom. If you are not eating, regularly throughout the day, if you're not consuming enough calories throughout the day, if you're still in a calorie deprivation mode every day, then doing this is going to backfire on you. What I'm about to show you is going to backfire on you. So you've got to make sure that you're consuming the right amount of calories, the right amount of nutrients, macro and micros, in order for this to work. If you don't, you are not going to see the results that you want to see. Okay? So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We're going to start with the basic one first. And I apologize. My text messages have been blowing up all day because people are saying happy birthday, and I'm trying to swipe those up. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you are going to have regular rule of 3 days. So if you have a pen and some paper, you might want to write this down. Okay? So Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you're going to have regular rule of 3 days. Lean protein, starchy carb, fibrous carb every 3.5 hours. Okay? Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, we're going to manipulate the carbohydrates. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out the starchy carbs. So every meal, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, you're going to take out the starchy carb, all right, and you're going to increase the protein by 10%. Very simple. Fiber is going to stay the same because if you're a female, like I said before, how many? 25 to 30 grams of protein per day. And then for males, 38 to 42 grams of protein or of fiber per day. So that's not going to change. You're just going to increase your protein on your no starchy carb days by 10%. Pretty simple, right? Now you can do this for 3 to 4 weeks at a time, and then you've got to stop. Okay, but we're going to stack them. Okay, so this here on Monday you're going to have a regular day. Tuesday you might feel a little tired, right, because you don't have any starchy carbs. But this is going to take your body into a place where you're not using blood sugar as fuel. It's starting to go into the cells and starting to use stored stuff. I'm going to say stored energy as fuel. Okay, and that's where you're going to start burning fat. All right. Then Wednesday, your body's going to be like, oh, look, starchy carbs are around. I can release these tomorrow, right? I can release the body tomorrow because I know that I'm going to have starchy carbs the next day. Now, for those of you that are super gung-ho, and you can try this, like I said, if you try this for 2 to 3 weeks, okay, and then you want to go into phase 2, or if you want to jump straight into phase 2, it's up to you. But this is a good kind of baby step into what phase 2 is. Phase 2 is you're going to take Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, and you're going to stack them together. So Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday are going to be no starchy carb days. So you're going to have 3 no starchy carb days in a row. Thursday is going to be what we call an overcompensation day, where we're going to add back 20 to 25% more starchy carbohydrates than on a regular rule of 3 day. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, you're going to eat the regular rule of 3. Make sense? It's pretty simple. Now, the difference between staggering the no starchy carb days on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday, or Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, however you want to do it, okay, and stacking them all together is what's going to happen. Okay, Monday you're going to be a little tired, might be a little cranky. Tuesday, you're probably not going to be in the best mood, and by Wednesday, don't make any big life-changing decisions. Okay. Now, some people don't have any problems at all, but that's the worst. I've had, when I owned a women's gym called Trinity Fitness back for 14 years, back from 2005 to 2013, I think it was. I'm coaching women a long time. I had a couple grumpy Gusses come in on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and I knew, when they were coming in. But I had some people who are just like, oh man, I feel great. I have so much energy. So it's different for everybody. But again, Monday you're going to feel, Tuesday your energy might start to slow down. By Thursday, though, that's the cutoff, is those 3 days. By Thursday, you're going to do that overcompensation day. You're going to give your body all these starchy carbohydrates, and your body's going to be like, woohoo! So then when it comes around to that next week, when you start to go into that Monday, that Tuesday, that Wednesday, your body's going to know, in a couple days, I'm going to get starchy carbs, so I can release fat as fuel. I'm not going to hold on to it. So here's what happens. Okay, if you've already in a calorie deprivation mode and you try something like this, where you try intermittent fasting, or you try to manipulate your carbs, or you try to get high protein or high fat or high whatever you want to try this week or next week, if your body's in a calorie deprivation mode, there's a lot of things that your body can burn, okay? But your body, I'm breaking it down real simple. Your body can only burn, muscle, okay, and fat. And muscle is where all the nutrients are. Muscle is where all the good stuff is. Fat is really nothing. Yes, your body can burn fat longer, but if your body is starting to go into a calorie deprivation mode where it's starving to death, your body's going to use nutrients. It's going to use your muscle as fuel. So what happens is it's going to break down branched chain amino acids, leucine, isoleucine, and valine. It's going to start to slow. It's going to start to take away the muscle tissue. So you're not going to see muscle. You're going to start to lower your metabolism, and your body's going to try to shut you down because you're too active for the amount of calories you're getting. And you're going to end up storing fat and be a fat storage machine rather than a fat burning machine. So this is the kind of person, what I call a fat, skinny person. They look great in clothes. They look great in jeans, but they will not be seen dead. They will not be seen dead. They won't be seen alive at the beach in a bikini, because they don't have the muscular look that they're going for. They're flabby, okay? So they might be lean, but they're not muscular. And that's what happens. That's one of the things that happens when you do calorie deprivation and you're burning calories, but you're not supplying yourself. So in order to do this effectively, you've got to make sure that you're getting the right amount of calories. You've got to make sure that you're eating the right amount of nutrients so that your body knows what you're doing when we start to manipulate carbohydrates. But doesn't that sound like a better idea, a better way to do things than to constantly starve yourself all day, every day, nonstop, over and over and over again, and get little to no results? Are there people getting results with intermittent fasting? Yes. So if you want to shoot me some hate mail below, go right ahead. But for the mass amount of people out there, if intermittent fasting was the key, then why are the obesity rates still going up? Because intermittent fasting is not the end-all be-all. It's one hack for a few people, and it doesn't work for everybody. This, my friends, I put my money where my mouth is because I give 100% money-back guarantee on all of my personal training programs. This works for everybody. Boom. That's it. So, if you need more information, I've got some cool stuff coming out, okay? 2020 completely changed. We had a brand new program that we were supposed to launch, and we started launching it, and then all of a sudden a pandemic shows up. So we've changed, we've backpedaled a little bit, we've changed some things up, and this is one of the programs that we're using. It's a 21-day body transformation challenge, and I have just set up a public page that you can go and like and follow, because in about a week, I think it's at the most it's going to be 10 to 14 days. I'm launching a brand new version of our old Take 21 program for now. It's a 21-day body transformation challenge. It is going to be phenomenal. It is huge. I'm so excited because it's taking everything that we did back then. It's adding all of the cool stuff and all of the things, the technology that I've learned over the past 10 years. We're putting it back into a program. And it's going to be, for the first couple people that sign up, it's going to be $21 for 21 days. Boom! Another boom on my birthday. You cannot believe this is so phenomenal. All right. So, again, if you want the rule of 3, I will give this away for free. Just message me. Don't put your email address in the comment below. Don't do that, okay? Don't do that, because I don't want people just spamming you or doing whatever. Send this to me. If you have my phone number, you can text me, and I might have your email address, okay? But I'll send you this. You can start with this. I will also send you, if you want, I'll help you out. I'm going to send you my setup for my Fitness Pal, how to set up my Fitness Pal correctly, how to get those carbohydrates and those proteins dialed in so you know exactly what you're supposed to be consuming. And then I will also throw in, I was going to throw in something else. I don't remember. There were 3 things I was going to give you. What else am I going to throw you? I don't know. But by the time you email me or message me, I will have it figured out. I'll send you those 3 things. I'm also going to drop a link so that you guys can go over to the 21-day Body Transformation Challenge page and start checking it out. Because I'm going to start dropping some stuff down there, some nuggets, some good stuff, so that we can knock this out. And from now until the end of the year, we are going to have a challenge. We're on this, people. All right? So, hearts, likes, wows, happy faces, Care Bear stares. I love that thing. And questions, comments, concerns below. I am going to go enjoy the kitchen sink. Yes, I am going to give you the kitchen sink. Yes, because you got to wash some food in there. So, hearts, likes, wows, happy faces, Care Bear stares. And I'm going to go back and enjoy my birthday. Okay? You guys have a phenomenal, terrific Tuesday. And like I said, I'm going to drop that link. You guys go over there. Thanks, Jonathan. Happy birthday to you 2 days ago. Boom. Well, that's Jonathan Fennell. He is, complete side note, been a best friend of mine for a long, long time. We used to fight in Taekwondo together. We've been trainers together. He's got his own gym. If you're ever in Baxley, Georgia, he's got a CrossFit gym. It's phenomenal. He is also, I'm bragging on you right now, dude. He's now a Sergeant First Class in the Army, and he is part of the Army Physical Fitness a Master Trainer course. He teaches all of the trainers all over in the Army, so, and he is a world-class dude. Great trainer himself. So yes, exactly. Woo woo. All right, so I'm getting off now. All right, so you guys have a phenomenal day. I hope you guys have a terrific Tuesday. I'll see you guys soon again, and I'm going to be dropping videos on that other page. All right, until next time, start strong, finish stronger.